sitting down, and it had its legs out beside it, and it was holding itself up with its arms. And the thing that caught my attention was this thing, the shoulder span was so wide, it had to be at least 3, maybe 3.5 feet wide. And the head on this thing was enormous. There was no neck at all.
There was no neck at all.
I think it was just some comedian in a costume just out trying to fool people myself.
Well, the possibility is that they are misidentifying other animals, other creatures, and there's also the possibility of just plain hoax.
I bet you there's some out there, though, don't you? Guess we'll find out someday.
Most animals, or all animals for that matter, that live, they leave some sort of form of sign in the form of tracks or droppings. And something that's 8 feet tall and weighing 400 or 500 pounds is going to leave some pretty big tracks, and lots of them. And they're also going to leave a lot of droppings, because they're going to eat a lot of whatever it is they eat, and be able to find where they've been feeding and what have you. So far, I haven't found any evidence of this. And just about any other type of animal that we have here, I can go find a sign, find tracks, and other evidence. I've never seen any evidence of a Bigfoot.
Of the dozens of reported Bigfoot sightings that have come out of this area, one in particular stood out. In the summer of 2001, here in remote river bottoms a few miles out of Adair in northeast Oklahoma, local police officers Dan Belda and Jeff Whitfield say they came face to face with Bigfoot while out camping. They have no doubt as to what they saw.
I'm convinced it was a Bigfoot. The hair, it had reddish dark hair, the cone-shaped head, and kind of the swing in the arms and the big steps.
Could it have been just a big gorilla?
Not, we were probably 5 miles off the main road back in these woods up through here, and there's no way somebody would by chance hope for us to drive down that road that day so they could walk across the road in a gorilla suit.
Dan and Jeff agreed to take the crew back to the same spot on the lake bottoms. This was the first time that they returned. With them was Bigfoot researcher David Wilbanks and local journalist Cindy Baer, who had been investigating this phenomena for years.
I'm convinced that they saw something out of the ordinary in the woods. They've seen bears, they've seen, the native wildlife around, and they see something like this, they're scared to death.
Having gone as far as the four-wheel drives would take them, they then went on foot into the heart of the woods. Night vision equipment allowed them to shoot in the dark and enhance these images.
This is my first time.
You didn't even want to come tonight, did you?
Not really. I have never ran away from something that I was afraid of like that ever before. And I figured I had to come back and face it.
How are you doing right now?
Pretty anxious.
You're shaking.
Yeah.
Breathing.
Run away from a bear in the woods, you don't protect the
I think
face.
there's a fair amount of fear there.
I think the thing that put me into almost a frightened mode of what's going on was watching Jeff's reaction, a man who never wanted to return to that spot. But his friend Dan said, come on, let's go and tell them our story. And you saw the fear in this man's eyes. I mean, he's a large man. And he looked like he was almost brought to tears. He was standing there, I had a hold of his arm, and he was shaking.
As the group approached the spot where Dan and Jeff had had their Bigfoot sighting, they spotted something moving in the brush.
I think they see some movement on this ridge right up here.
There's definitely something moving
And
around.
I can tell you frankly, I think I've seen it too, and it's right here, and that's where I want the light to go. It was right up on the ridge, and I know that Robert, our cameraman, also saw it too. It was as if a shadow was rocking between two tree trunks. And I looked up there, but I wasn't going to say anything. And then the cameraman, Robert, said, do you see that? And then also Dan said he saw it. Then I was like, I guess I'll admit that I saw it too. So we all saw something rocking and moving up there on that ridge. That's why we went up there further on the hill to look.
Right there. See this tree right here?
Here, I've got a laser here on this. Now,
Hey.
hey, are you talking about this tree right
No,
here?
I'm talking about like right in there.
Right in there.
Right in there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's easy.